Okay, we're in Auntie ShaMay's room. Okay, so today is the day I am going to see if I can start working on building a little shelf. I don't know, just better. Hold on. Okay, see that? I'm just reinforcing. Here, 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 here. Put one there. One over there, to switch it around. So it's not wobbly, right? Okay, so if you notice, this isn't going nowhere. I put one into that, one there, and one there. It goes back into this. Plus it has that extra board in there. So this is pretty solid. See? That's working out pretty good. It's all Murray's food. And then that's just those things. Okay. So anyway, this thing has a door, but it's broken. I found this. So this is what I've done. It's working pretty good. That's like 6 cases of half-pint jars times 12. Right? 12 per case. So that's a lot of, that's all for Murray, right? In terms of apple raspberry, apple strawberry, apple blueberry, apple sauce, apple grape, no grape in here, but I just don't know how I'm going to get this on, right? Because I kind of want to have a door on it, so I have to figure it out. Okay, so that's all I have for now. I have other ones like this around the house that are small, but I can't find them. So anyway, it for what it's worth, it works right now, right? And then you just get a little eye hook or something, or just an eye with a little bit of, just, you know, those little screwing things with, it's called an eye, and it screws in, right? And let's put one here, and you maybe tie it or something, and that just keeps it, right, from things from falling out, and keeps it nice and cool. I mean, obviously, if spiders want to get in there, they can, but they can get in anywhere. So, hold on. Okay. So, I'm back at it. You can see. Alright, I got enough to make one more shelf. I'll get 2 more boxes up off the floor, or wherever they are. They're all over the place. Here's another one. That one's the chili. There's another one down there. I don't even know what it is. Look at this. Does this look like anyone's doing any sewing? So, I've decided, instead of trying to turn this into a sewing room, I am just going to bring down some more bins and stack them up. Right? Because I'm moving things around. And, I wouldn't mind bringing a deep freeze in here. I have a stand-up deep freeze up in Uncle John's room, aka Andre's playroom, that I just kind of want to take out, but I have really no place for it other than I might be able to put it there one day, because there's only 2 plugs. There's a plug in that corner, and there's a plug in that corner. So I don't know, we'll see. But for now, this is what I'm working on. Another one of those shelves. So you can see I'm connecting these 2. So when you pull this out, the whole shelf doesn't come flying forward. Right? I've got one there and one over there. I haven't done it through the whole thing yet, but at least this top one, because I found this one to be a little more slippery. Right? Because, you know, if somebody else comes, they grab, they don't know, right? So you gotta kind of make it safety, right? So same thing with this over here. This is screwed in on the bottom. so it won't go anywhere. However, when I come across my brackets, I am going to put a L bracket in there for sure. At least on this one. Right? Maybe not so much this one, but for sure I'm going to do one extra bracket on that. I just want to show you how nice that looks. That's the pork, and that's the hamburger. So I'm putting them in there. After you end up covering everything up, helps to insulate, keep things cool. It's up against the north wall, right? Up against the fridge, right? The only problem is this heater up here. I'm gonna have to look for an aluminum plate and cover up right up over it, because the heat's still coming through. For whatever reason, a lot of heat comes out of that vent. I don't know. Okay, so I've labeled all the boxes. You can see. Oops. Right? We'll just keep some going up the line. Now don't forget, I have others like this in my other storage room, right? Down the hall. But anyway, and then down here is what we've got is, oh, this right here, this. Oh, that's so good. It's pickled cauliflower with turmeric. This one has more turmeric in it. You can see it. Those are so, so tasty. And then we've just got miscellaneous jars, pickles from 2015. These are nice, sweet pickles, white onions, September of 2018. And then we've got tomatoes, super sweet relish. And then we've got fig spread with coconut sugar. That was 2018. And so on, and whatever's back there looks like apricot spread 2018. Anyway, you can see, right? And then what you do is you take a fabric of some kind, right? I'm just going to put a temporary one here for now. I have to find a better one. And you hang everything over it, right? Okay, so this is why you want to store things in jars. Look at that little bugger. I'm pretty sure that's a moth. And if you look, you can actually see how he's webbed on the inside of the jar. Right? So anyway, this is compost. I'm pretty sure that's a moth. What do you think? Did I wake it up? Is it moving? Come on. I want to see. Anyway, you get the point. And it's very important that you label your jars. Okay? Now, I know for a fact this is squash that I dehydrated a long time ago. I don't know, last year or something like that, I think, when I had all that squash. I had tons and tons and tons of squash. Now, this is perfectly fine. So, I'm actually going to bring this jar upstairs. This here is clover that you can make tea with, but you got to just be careful in the amount that you drink. Good for men and their prostates. Clover tea, right? This, I'm not sure, it's just green. If you notice, it's very, very green. I'd have to open it up and smell it. I can't remember because I didn't label the jar, people. Here's this. I don't know. Oh, I think I know what that is. That is sugar with cinnamon. You can use that for baking. And then, of course, more clover. Now, whether I keep all this clover or I just put it in a compost and I want jars instead remains to be seen. But most definitely, that one can go out into the compost. That was obviously an onion, a red onion, but it only takes one moth to get into your food before you seal your jar. Then I just see it rear its ugly head. It doesn't like the light. Alright. Sure, that thing's alive. Isn't it? And it doesn't like the light. Ah, it's moving. Pretty sure it's moving. So anyway, that jar's going out to the compost. Okay, so the biggest issue around home canning is having adequate storage space. Okay, that's the first thing. So we've done one. I moved this one. I built this one down here for the most part. Well, half of it anyway. It was already something on the bottom. Now you see this here? I want to take this out because I still have a bit of wood left. And I want to make shelves all the way up, right up to the top anyway. Or until I run out of wood. So I take everything out. And I'm going to try and just make some makeshift shelves with a V, shelves, so I can continue stacking. Right? Because I prefer to keep them in this if I can, like I did on this shelf, for the most part, except for the very bottom. Right? And then this way is just easier to get to, right? In terms of, you know where it is, you go get what you want. Because I want to put this as much as I can away, right? Hold on. And one of the nice things about food storage, I just opened up this can. Oh boy, does it ever smell good. I can smell the curry. I can smell the spices in here, people. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, you can't imagine. What do we got? Miscellaneous. Garlic salts. Oh boy, I was looking for some of these. Alright, so you want to keep stuff like this handy. Alright, and as a matter of fact, I can fill up this, there's some cinnamon. I got cinnamon sticks. Where are they? I just seen them. There's some right there. Right. I bought some cloves. Here's some more cinnamon sticks. This container smells so good. What else is in here? Seasoning for chicken. Oh, it smells so good. So good. Okay, so I'm finishing up with this video. I've been down here for my third day. So as you can see, and then I got the one that I had in the bathroom upstairs down, and I'm building little shelves, you can see, right? So I can make one more for sure. I wouldn't mind going kind of like a little higher, but I'd have to look around, right? This I still have to bracket, but it's screwed in on the bottom. So for now it's fine, but just for the sake of it, I might put a hook here and a hook over here and run a bungee cord across so that if you get a bit of an earthquake, you know, the door will hold it in place, right? And then of course you need to bracket. Now it's not flush to the wall, but I can bracket it to the bottom part of the wall. And I could, well, I don't know, you can't really put anything in that wall. It's brick on the other side, so it doesn't work. But anyway, I'm probably going to look for a bungee cord or something and just eye hook, and then just run it across. just for the sake of it. Plus, I'm going to bracket it. Right, this is full of food, you can see. Right, always a good idea just to give it a light cover. So, I'm just showing you. Right, and then we've got, oh boy. Right. Just keeps the dust and the grit out. Right. Much better than what it was. You can see what's down there. More. I'm not covering those ones, right, because they're underneath. They'll be fine. There's some oils. Oops, sorry. Oils down there. You can see. Right, went through the buckets. And then this all in here, what's underneath here is all those wheats and wheatlets and whatnot. I decided to put them in here, but I'm covering them up because I don't want them to get extremely, extremely cold. But in terms, because this room can get cold. And then, of course, we did this shelf over here, which is all nice. All right, you can see. Still working in here, but that's enough for today. And then, I don't know. There is sewing machines in there, so I'm going to try and keep them available. But if they're not being used, I'm going to come in here and start stacking a few bins. Or maybe bring in a bookshelf. Oh, what a mess. But all in all, it's pretty good in terms of food storage. Alright, food storage is important. And especially in this time and age. You can see what I did. And then of course we've got noodles and just lighter boxes on top. You have to pay attention when you start putting 200 pounds of wheat and oats on things. I had to spread it out, right? Oops, sorry. You see, I have to spread it out, right? So that the weight is distributed. It's okay. Alright, that's it for this video.